Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amy, and I am on a financial freedom journey with my family. I share all about that and more on my channel. And today we are going over our September budget. I can't believe it's September, but also this has been a long summer, y'all. I am ready for my kids to go back to school. Love them, will miss them, but y'all gotta go for real. So let's talk about our September budget. I am excited for this month. It's always a great, fun month. I love when my kids go back to school and they're just telling me all the stories about their friends and just getting to know new people. It's always such a fun time of year. And also, not super exciting news that we will be paying for daycare again. So after our 3-month lovely hiatus from daycare, we're back, baby, and we are more expensive than ever, which I feel like is just the way it is these days. So I'll talk about that as we get through the budget. But let's go ahead and get started for our September budget. So my husband and I bring home $7,700 a month. Typically, that is what we're bringing home when we don't have like an extra paycheck month, which unfortunately September is just a regular month. Bummer. But we are expecting $7,700 for our income. This is after taxes and 401ks and all that jazz. So our mortgage, we are paying now $2,400. That is rounding up a little bit. So we are paying $2,400. We are rounding up a little bit. Our actual mortgage amount is like $2,365 or something, $2,361. I can't remember, but it is a little bit less than this. But we decided to round this up because we wanted to pay a little bit extra, and it's just nicer to have like a flat fee. So that's that. And then we have daycare, which is going to be $1,200 for the month. It is going up. We do have my son at a different center now, and so it is a little bit more expensive, but that's okay. It is $1,200 a month for his daycare, and we will be paying this until he starts 4K next year. So essentially we have a full year of this, and then we'll still have to pay because 4-day is only half day. So we will have probably about 2 full years of at least somewhat of a child care expense. So not super fun, but that is life, baby. So next expense is our Peloton. That is $46 per month for our Peloton membership. That's essentially like our gym membership. We don't have a traditional gym membership because we have a like home gym. I hate to even call it that. It literally is the Peloton and like a yoga mat and a few dumbbells. That's it. So $46 for that. Then we have our internet, which is $60 per month. We have our giving, which is $100 a month. We have a recurring donation that goes to St. Jude. So we do that every single month. And also we have our water bill. So this is our summer water bill. I'm budgeting $300 for this. I'm hoping that's enough, but it is our summer bill, so might not be. But I always surprise myself sometimes with the water bill. Like sometimes it's way lower, sometimes it's way higher. I don't know. It's like a mystery. So I will let you guys know in my September budget recap. It's probably going to be higher than 300, but I'm crossing my fingers that the water little person will not screw me over. I don't even know how that really works, but let's think positively. $300 it is. So our brokerage account, we are budgeting $100. This is another auto transfer that we have. We just put $100 a month into our brokerage for funsies. There's really no reason for it necessarily. We just want to invest. I mean, there's obviously a reason for it, but we just want to invest a little bit extra for fun. So $100 a month goes into our brokerage. You might be wondering, what is your brokerage invested in? We actually currently have it 100% invested in a S&P 500 tracking index fund. So nothing exciting, but $100 a month goes there. Then we have our electric and gas. This is on budget billing. So this is $204 per month every single month. And I think it'll reset in April, I think. So that'll be the same for quite a while. And that brings our fixed expenses to $4,410. Geez, that is seeming high to me, but it's that daycare expense. Geez, these kids are expensive. So that leaves our remaining at $3,290, and going up to our variable expenses that are the same pretty much as they have been. So $250 for personal spending. This is between my husband and I. We each get $125 a month in personal spending money. We can spend it on whatever we want. If I want to get coffee or a pedicure, that comes out of my personal spending. And it's nice to just have money that you don't have to like account for. I don't have to track it. I just kind of get to do whatever I want, but like within reason, because it's $125. Like there's only so much you can do with $125. But it's enough to like make me feel like a little bit, on the edge or a little bit like crazy sometimes with my money. Gas, we are budgeting $300 for gas. I don't drive as much as my husband, but he does have a job where he has to drive like 30 to 45 minutes to work every day, 5 days a week. So we do spend a decent amount on gas. So $300 is what we're budgeting. I'm going with $1,000 for groceries. My kids are back in school, so they theoretically should be eating less snacks than they normally do. But yeah, I don't know how that's going to work. We'll do $1,000. We'll see. $75 for fun and kids. Again, this is like wishful thinking, but also this is typically what we have it as when it's not the summer. So I'm hopeful that this will work. But this is really just like anything extra for our kids or birthday party stuff or whatever, like for other kids that like they get invited to birthday parties. It's just random stuff for the kids. There's always something that comes up with these kids every single month. We spend almost all of it every single month somehow. So $75 for that. Miscellaneous, I'm doing $200 for miscellaneous because there's always something that comes up. Again, speaking of kids, hello, always things that are coming up. So $200 it is. And speaking of wishful thinking, $300 for eating out. I am determined to stick to this because with the daycare expense, our budget is a lot tighter than it usually is. Okay. So I am sticking to it. This is what we're doing. So $300 a month for eating out. No more. All right, so that brings our variable expenses to $2,125. If I haven't mentioned it in this video, we are a family of 5 people. So that is for 5 people. So it may seem high, but it's for 5 people. Like 5 people is a lot of people. Total remaining at $1,165. Now, sinking funds, I have been hemming and hawing over these sinking funds for the last few hours. Not like solid. I've been doing other things, but like I've been thinking about the sinking funds because we do, with the daycare budget in here, like it's tighter than I like it to be because we do like to make progress on our financial goals, but like with the daycare expense, it's really going to hinder that. So I thought about like significantly decreasing some of these, but honestly, that's just not going to work. Like the money has to come from somewhere. So for now, we are going to do $100 to car maintenance, $100 to home maintenance, $100 to Christmas, and then $50 to kids. And we're going to do $200 to vacation, which I think we can manage. We do have a good chunk in there right now. So that's what we'll do. I'm thinking that'll work. So that'll be $550 for the sinking funds. And that leaves us with $615 to do financial goal stuff with, which is not a ton of money, but we will make it work. Again, this is a season of life that we're in, and it's not always going to be wonderful and tons of extra money. Obviously, this daycare expense is like really killing me here. Like if I had this plus this, that would be super cool. But unfortunately, I just have this. So 615, we will make it work. Obviously, this is like total first world problems. I recognize that I am extremely privileged to even have any money extra at the end of the month. So super grateful for that. It's just not what we're used to because we're used to having a lot more at the end of the month to be able to work towards financial goals with, but it will be an adjustment. And again, totally worth it. I'm very excited for my son to be going back to school, and I know he will be very happy there. So I'm excited for him. But yes, 615, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. We're going to side hustle again. Okay. Maybe we need to bring back like the side hustle grind on my channel. What do you guys think? Let me know what your favorite side hustle is in the comments because I might be seeking side hustles. Have you guys ever watched the Seeking Sister Wives show? What about a new series on TLC called Seeking Side Hustles? Let me know what you think and if you would like to see me on that show. Anyways, this was a goofy budget with me. If you watched the whole thing, thank you for dealing with me. I am very overtired and have had way too much caffeine today. So I am like running on fumes here. But thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.